Good morning, everybody. Brian King here. 28 years ago, well, let me give you a little context first. I'm 47, so I've had 47 birthdays, obviously. But today is, in my personal opinion, a little more significant than that. I didn't ask to be brought into the world 47 years ago, and I've been doing the best with it I could ever since. However, 28 years ago, today, is when I was given some news that radically changed the course of my life. Because 28 years ago is when I was told that at 18 years old, the cancer I'd been fighting for months was in remission. And during that experience, it was right after high school graduation, my friends scattered. Either they didn't know about it or they didn't care to show up because they couldn't handle seeing a peer in such a fragile state. So I was left pretty much alone. Some people would come here and there to visit, short little visits or whatever. My family didn't handle it very well. I don't know any family that handles it incredibly resourcefully, because where's the playbook? The bottom line is, I felt bitter. I felt resentful. I felt hatred at times because I felt like people had abandoned me. But when I got the news that I was in remission, I declared something in that moment. I said, if I'm going to live this life, I'm not going to live it being miserable, being resentful, being depressed. I'm going to live it purposefully. I refuse to ever feel this helpless again. In order to prevent that, I'm going to commit myself to learning as many strategies and as many solutions as I can. So for 28 years now, I've been doing exactly that. And you see how it shows up in the things that I share, the things, my videos, articles, whatnot, that I've really immersed myself in that promise. So that whenever anything gets thrown at me in life now, my response is, okay, what's the solution? Where are the strategies? I don't have them right now, but somebody does. I'll go learn them. And I also declared something else. I made many promises to myself that day. But as I think about these 28 years of borrowed time that I've been living, I think about everything I would have missed had I died instead of surviving. One of those things that I would have missed is knowing you. Even though we may not be completely close, we haven't hung out, we haven't FaceTimed or anything, the fact that I see you even on occasion in the newsfeed, even for a moment, I say to myself, man, I wouldn't be in this moment right now if I had died. And I can celebrate that. Getting to see pictures of your children, hearing the things that you celebrate, the things that you're proud of, getting to share that moment with you, even though it was virtual, is like finding a diamond to me. Getting to know you one-on-one is even better. It's really difficult for me to find any moment in life that, quote, sucks. I mean, yeah, there are times when I get grumpy like anybody else. There are times when I feel sorry for myself or get a little bit more self-centered than I would like to be. However, I don't stay there very long because I remember the gratitude that I promised to have towards life. So today, on this 28th Rebirthday, because it's the day that I decided I was going to take control of my life, I was going to shape it. I wasn't going to be a victim to the world where life just happens to me. I was going to create it as best I could. And part of that creation is going on Facebook, living my values, allowing you to be a part of my life, and with utmost gratitude, you allowing me to be a part of yours. So I don't know if you've had any kind of experience or moment where you said, man, that could have ended it all right there. Maybe you've had surgery where you were nervous something would go wrong. Maybe you survived a car accident or an extreme illness like I did. Or maybe you just had a moment of epiphany and realized up until that point, your head was wedged significantly up your ass. And you decided to wake up and do something much more aware, mindful, deliberate. Pick a day, pick a moment. The important thing is that from that point forward, you commit yourself to extracting every drop of gratitude you can from life. Because there's nothing insignificant Not one breath you take in, not one moment you have is meaningless and worthless. If you ever have a moment where you're bored, take a moment and pay attention. You realize there is so much magic happening around you that you lost track of because you thought, in this moment, I deserve to be entertained, as opposed to realizing that that's a moment where the things around you deserve your attention and gratitude. So that's my message for today. Thank you so much for being a part of this past year or 9 years or however long we've known each other. I'm looking forward to many more years or many more moments, whatever I get, because it's not owed to me. It's a gift that I'm incredibly grateful for every single moment of every single day. And I'm especially grateful for you. So this Rebirthday is to celebrate you and all the things I've gotten the privilege of experiencing because I've had 28 more years. Have an awesome day. This has been Brian. I honor you. We'll talk again soon.